So how does a stand-up comic end up in healthcare shadowing physicians? Well, I've been asked that question a few times, and I do have a communications degree, but it's my experience as a stand-up comic for over 20 years that taught me how to engage with every type of audience. If what I was doing wasn't working, I would change it up. I did song parodies and impressions, so I would change different styles of music, different genres, until I got them connected with me. I learned over the years that experience taught me how to engage with large crowds, but what helped me more was when I was dealing with clients. A client would fly me across the country, put me up in a nice hotel, have a great, wonderful stage for me, and just before I walk up on stage, they'd come over and they'd say, "You are going to be funny, aren't you?" And of course, I felt like saying, "You saw my video, you know your people, why would you say that just before I walk on stage?" But what I said instead was, "We're going to have a great time. I connect with every kind of crowd. If what I'm doing isn't working, I change it up. I've got 2 hours of material. I've got enough for your audience. I'm going to have some of them get up on stage with me. I'm going to have audience interaction. It is going to be a fun time. You've got nothing to worry about." Then a big smile would come on their face. And I put their insecurities at ease. And I do the same thing with physicians. When I was asked to shadow physicians a little over a year ago, I've now shadowed over 200 physicians, which means I've also seen thousands of patients. So I've got a whole nother level of experience literally in clinic setting, literally in the emergency department setting. Physicians feel under a lot of pressure from corporate to see a certain number of patients in a certain amount of time, policies changing, studies changing, all these things constantly changing that they have to abide by, putting everything in the computer, charting things. They also get the pressure from below where all the patients are going to blame them for everything that happened to them until they get into that room. So that's one of the first things that I do when I talk to physicians is I say, "I can see the pressure that you're under. I have little tools, little phrases, little things that a physician may not know." It's not that they're missing it, they just didn't realize how important it was to patients.